All right. Hi, I am Glenda, and I had an anterior total hip replacement on my left hip. This is day 14 if you count day one as surgery. Um, I am a yoga teacher. I've been a dancer my whole life. I've studied lots of different movement therapies. And so, as part of my integration process, integrating this new hip with my body, I am creating for myself a combination of movement modalities that I believe are going to really further the integration process. And so, to be super clear, I am incorporating the PT that I've been assigned by my physical therapist with the practice that I had my surgery with. I am incorporating stuff that I've learned from yoga and dance and know about the body from years of being a movement researcher. And then I'm also incorporating, I recently took a Qigong class, and some of the movements from that have been really helpful in this process. And so my desire is to share what I've learned in the hopes that it might help someone else. And as always, if something doesn't feel good in your body, our bodies are all really different from each other. Also, knowing that I came into the surgery in fairly good shape, certainly pain, but still walking, still adapting, but teaching dance, still adapting and teaching yoga and doing those things. And so it might be that if you've come into it and you've been really limping or hurt for a while, that this would happen for you more like after a month. And so the body has its own timing, its own pacing. It's not right or wrong, it's not better or worse. Honor your body. That's the main thing that I want to say throughout all of this. If you need to do less, if you feel like your body's ready for a little more, just that ability to listen to the body is really the skill that I think is gonna be the most important skill as I move forward with this integration process. And so we'll get started. So the physical therapist assigned me some things just to make sure the muscles are online. One thing I can demo right here, the hardest thing for me to do is to get my left leg up onto anything. And so now I couldn't at first. I can kind of hold the leg, stretch through the heel, bring belly to spine so my core is engaged, and then use my arm to bring the leg over. And then once the leg is over a bit, I can press into my right foot and lift up and over. And that's not easy. This is with the anterior hip replacement, this area, the hip flexors, the incision side, that's where I feel the most discomfort. And notice the words I use. So when we kick our toes to our shins, that is called dorsiflexion or a flexed foot. When we do that, the quadriceps engage. So one of the things that I was assigned by the PT was to do about 20 of these quadricep engagements on the left side. And the other thing that I was assigned, there are a few more lying down, which I'm going to do now, was, and this for me has been the most challenging, to bend the knee and slide the foot and then to extend it out. And so, knowing what I know about the body, I have kind of created a little pattern that takes care of both of those exercises. But also, I want to utilize the smarts of the right side of my body. In other words, the side that has not had a hip replacement. The way that I know about the body is it works as a whole system. So I'm going to let the right side also move and believe that that is teaching the left side again, if you will. Okay, so how I'll start this is I'll start with both legs, kicking toes to shins. Hopefully you can see my feet enough. And then I like to use my breath. So I'm going to inhale when I reach my heels, and reaching my heels wakes up these quadriceps. And then as I exhale, I'm going to bring belly to spine and do that knee bend. And then I'm going to inhale and stretch. Now I'm doing the quad thing. I'm going to exhale and bend the right knee. And continue. Inhale. Exhale, belly to spine. For me, engaging the core helps me feel more supported. Exhale so that then this motion of the leg can be softer. And after I do a few of these to warm up, inhale, flex. And I was told to do like a set of 15 and another set of 15. And maybe you're at a stage where really flexing your foot that much does not feel good. Just do what you can. Just try to feel the quadricep, the lower quadricep above the knee kind of turn on, kind of lift up. It lifts your kneecap up. All right, so you could do that as long as it feels comfortable. I'm feeling good. I can certainly keep going, but I want to show you how I've combined these to get a real sliding, gliding action that I believe is going to help me with walking. And that, of course, is what we're after here. I am, just so you know, using a walker at this point. All right, so the other thing I do is inhale here, exhale, and then I'm going to just inhale and go ahead and slide the other side as this goes down, and exhale. So now they're passing each other. I like to synchronize with breath because that's part of my yoga training, and I find the breath super powerful. And synchronizing the movement with breath slows my breath down a little. I decided to inhale this way and exhale belly to spine because I am more focused on this side, but you can see I'm doing the exact same actions with the right leg. I'm letting the smarts and the wisdom of the right leg, the ease of the right leg, so I feel that ease and I try to replicate it when I do the left leg. I'm keeping all this quiet. If I find myself like squishing or then maybe I'm doing too much. Maybe I don't need to bring the knee as high. And so you're adapting. Maybe you go slower. Moving slow allows you to feel. You want to feel. How can you invite ease in? Where can you feel ease in the body? And then utilize that feeling. Try to let it spread. Making sure my throat is soft, that I'm not tense in my jaw, that my brow is soft. Healing does not happen when we're sympathetic, we're in that fight or flight, when we're kind of vigilant. Healing happens when we're calm and steady, when the body's in its parasympathetic state. So just to review, 2 different ways to work these 2 physical therapy exercises. 1, extend and bend, and then extend and bend the other leg. And 1 where the legs simply glide across, like, and you're switching. I'm showing with my hands too. All right, the other thing that has been assigned to me are bridges. Now my normal bridge post, my hips aren't going super high, but they generally would go higher than they are. And I'd really focus on pressing into the upper arm bones to widen across the chest. I'm gonna do that because I want the chest width, because I want to deal with my whole body, but I'm not going to press into the arms as much because this is for glute strengthening. So I really want to let the legs work and let the arms be stabilizing without over efforting in any way in the arms. Also, in a typical bridge pose, I would never have a pillow under my neck. It's not great for the neck. So I don't want to send a lot of energy up this way. I really want to feel it here and feel my pelvis heavy. And I've done this several times and my neck is fine as long as I don't lift my pelvis high, which I can't. So it's great. But I am again, versus the assignment, the PT is to squeeze the glutes, which is great. And I could do that right here. I could squeeze the glutes and that would be helpful for sure. So that might be where you're at. What I'm doing now is pressing into the heel bones and squeezing the glutes and just trying to lift the pelvis up a tiny bit. And I work with the breath. So inhale, stay. Exhale, dig down into the heels and feel the glutes turn on. Inhale, I'm really focusing on squeezing the glutes. And then exhale, I slowly lower. And that's how it goes. Inhale, I like to feel the width across the chest. Exhale, belly to spine, squeeze the glutes, press evenly into the bones of the feet. So you're working the pelvis even. Inhale. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, lower. Inhale, steady. Exhale, press and squeeze. Inhale. Exhale, lower. I'm letting my belly rise and fall with the breath. Inhale. Exhale, press and squeeze. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Do a few more. Inhale. Exhale, press and squeeze. I'm really trying to feel the foot to hip connection. Inhale, feel that. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale, lower. I can also imagine that I have a block or something between my thighs. I'm not squeezing it, but I'm holding it in place. Inhale. Exhale, press evenly into the bones of the feet. So I don't want to be on my outer foot or my inner foot, but really even footprint. 50-50 weight, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale, press, squeeze the glutes. Inhale, stay. Exhale, lower. And then on my last one of a set, I like to hold. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Hold and breathe in. Exhale, pull low belly to low back. I'm really challenging it. I feel my body working. Good job, body. Inhale. Exhale. Press evenly into the feet. One more inhale. Exhale, lower. And then I let my legs extend, and as I rest, I kind of do this little flex and point with my feet. And you can see that little rocking. I'm just going like this with my feet. Real gentle. It's going all the way up my spine. This is a really nice way to release a little and to calm the nervous system. I'm just gonna let the leg muscles completely relax for a few breaths, like a little mini shavasana if you're a yoga person. Let my body have a moment to integrate that bit. And then because I have another set and I like to mix it up, this is what I've started to do. So I'll show you, maybe it'd be something that you could play with. Either version, leg in, leg out of that first one that I did, or the gliding for the first bit. So here we go. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale 3, 4, igniting the quad, belly to spine folding in. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to 15. We'll do 10 because we did a lot before. 10. And then I bend this knee, inhale, exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, squeeze and lift. I'm also bringing low belly to low back. Inhale, squeeze, exhale, lower. Feel my body getting warmer. At the top, I really check. Do I feel like I'm even? Do I feel foot to hip connection? And then I lower. Inhale. Maybe about 4 more. 4. Pull the belly to low back. Press even. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I'm trying to stay wide across the chest just a little bit, so I'm not closing off and having the shoulders move forward. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Do one last one. Inhale. Exhale. Press and squeeze. Low belly to low back. Soft throat. Soft brow. No strain in the neck. If you're feeling that, get rid of the pillow. I'm just really trying not to send my weight far into my shoulders, but keep wide and breathing. Sometimes I'll press into the left foot a little more than the right. The left is the hip that I had the anterior hip replacement on, just to challenge it a little, squeeze that glute. So just a little more weight, but without letting the knee go out to the side, without any twist at all. Strong belly to spine. And that gives it a nice workout. And then integrate, relax. Maybe let your feet do a little boop, 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 real gentle. You might discover your own thing. So I do want to say that this has all been through just experimenting with what I've been giving and listening to my body, and then noticing what feels helpful and how I feel the next day or even the next hour. Yeah. And then the last thing, when I went to PT my second time, the physical therapist started me on a bike where my feet were on pedals, and it was sort of a long stride. So the knee wasn't bending close, because that's, of course, not what we're doing here, what we can do. And I've been trying to replicate that. And the funniest was having my husband hold his hands, almost like when you're trying to get a baby's digestion system to work better, you take their little legs and you go like this. So I had him actually
hold my feet, and I pressed into his hands to kind of mimic the bike while I was on my back. And that worked pretty good. He got tired too. We both got to work out. Be a good friend. That friend that will laugh with you as you do it, that's the one. But I found a way to do it that's really challenging, I have to say. So you may not like this at all. I haven't decided yet, but I want to offer it. That's a core strengthener. And so I don't do this long because I don't need to. What I do is I lift the leg that is the non-hip replacement leg first, my right leg, and then I'm going to use my left hand and extend the leg. Now that right there is hard, belly to spine. And then I'm going to just do, with a little support in my hands, make my little bike. And I have strong belly to spine. This is definitely challenging. Again, I can hold behind the thigh today. That feels better. That's interesting. Every day learning something, every day a little different. Now here I'm straining my neck. So I want to try to soften that or work with it. Inhale, exhale, lift, and kind of look at my belly button. And you'll notice I'm not bending the knee beyond 90 degrees. With anterior, my PT said I can bend it to 90. So I am trying to gently listen to my body and increase that range. I was just trying to really do everything that I did at PT and find ways. And then after that, I'm gonna rest. So far for lying down, the glides, the quadricep igniters, the bridges, and then if you wanted to play around with the bicycle, that's what I have so far been given in terms of exercises. I will say you'll develop some nice upper body strength. And now I'm going to go into a different room. I will use my walker to get there. And I am going to show you some of the ways I'm adapting the exercises that are done standing. All right. Yay! See, we all need support. Support is good.